Hello. Um, so here I am today on March 21st, 2020. And I had all these ideas about what to do. And I thought, oh, I'll get these books, this book, or maybe this book, or maybe I'll read something from this or that. And it's just like, you know, I don't think that's going to happen today. Um, this time for me, um, for me, it's been this whirlwind, and I think for most of it's been us. It's been this whirlwind, and when I can write it down, when I can just write some stuff down, it could be writing down my anger, my sadness, um, confusion, whatever it is so helpful. And so, if you're feeling any feeling, actually any feeling that you're feeling right now, even if you're feeling grateful, if you're feeling joyful, if you're feeling superior, whatever, it's okay because I think we're realizing that as humans, that's just what we do. That's what we need to do right now because we've got this craziness happening. But I will say, so I woke up this morning, had a good cry, and then I went for a bike ride. First of all, there are a lot of people outside, um, riding their bikes, walking, smiling, keeping their distance, but being outside. And I think I realized that's such a wonderful thing. So if you can go outside, do, even if, like me, you have seasonal allergies. So, um, good cry. Now I'm probably gonna have to go lay down and put some ice on my eyes in a minute because of the Sacramento allergies. Um, so this is what I have to share. I am going to share a quote that I sent via email through the seasonal journal, and then I might take it in a slightly different direction because, like I said, I've been having all these feelings, and one of them has been overwhelm and this real deep feeling of aloneness. I didn't feel that today because I went outside to be with people, but for a few days there I was feeling so alone because I felt like I was reaching out, and I didn't know if it was doing any good. And for some reason it just felt really kind of awful. Um, and I'm starting to just let it all go with it, which I think surrender is a great thing. So here's this quote. It is said that there are flowers that bloom only once in 100 years. Why should there not be some that bloom once in 1,000, in 10,000 years? Perhaps we never know them because this once in 1,000 years has come today. And this is a quote by Zamyatin. And another quote is, every flower blooms at a different pace, Susie Kazem. And I've always considered myself a late bloomer. Everything I've done has been later than the world's timeline. And I think what we all need to realize is that we aren't on the world's timeline. We're on ours. The only timeline that we can be on is our own. And there are also these things, this bloom that happens every 100 years or 1,000 years or something. Those can be beautiful flowers that bloom every 100 years. And they can also be poisonous plants. They can be chaos. They can be war. The things that bloom don't necessarily have to be beautiful. They are complex. And that is the part that is so hard to remember right now. It is so challenging to remember. So maybe take a moment and close your eyes wherever you are. Feel the breath in your body. And then even if you're feeling really alone right now, knowing that as you inhale, you can say the word receive and know that you will receive what you need. And as you exhale, you can say the word release and know that you will be able to release what you don't need. Receive the gifts of the world, of the universe, of love from friends and family, and release all doubts, all fears, even if it's just for 1 millisecond. And if it doesn't feel that way, if it doesn't feel comforting, just let yourself sit and breathe. And the question that we'll journal on for about 10 minutes is, how can you let yourself bloom in your own time? And if you don't feel like blooming is the right word right now, how can you let yourself feel what you need to feel in your own time? So I'll write the questions in the chat here. So how can you let yourself bloom in your own time? How can you let yourself feel in your own way? The timer will write for 10 minutes. Thank you, friends, for writing with me. I would love to hear from you. If you want to reach out to me, you can email me anytime, holly@hollyholt.com. Yeah. Thanks for being here.